formerly on Plague Pals Players.
The town of Nightstone holds many secrets, very few of which have been unearthed more so than the missing Nightstone that once stood at the center of town. Our party of 6, after jumping out of a building to avoid stairs, licking the glass fragments of a broken vial, and failing to investigate a hole in the ground, decide to enter the church on the east side of town. The bell tolls ominously as Skola, Kyros, Ambrose, and Ignar enter, finding ransacked pews. As Ignar searches for communal wine, Skola ascends into the belfry, where he finds 2 rambunctious goblins playing contentedly with the bell. Skola attempts to cast some spells, Kyros draws his crossbow, Ignar wonders if today is the day he gets to rip a creature limb to limb, and Ambrose settle in to watch as the battle begins. Meanwhile, Runt and Xinix stride around the church, leisurely discussing their histories and motivations. They hear distant screams for help, ignore it for a bit, then spring into action, entering the fray as Runt raises Xinix up to the 2nd story, where Xinix promptly yells about ducks. Together, they are able to defeat one of the goblins and capture the other. The captured goblin, intimidated by some of the group, is very forthcoming. The villagers may all be dead in the dripping cave. After learning all they can, the goblin is gently released into the air by Runt, thrown 30 feet or so across the river, crashes into the ground, where his corpse is left to rot beneath a tree. Anyway, the party is split as to where to go, but whatever the next step, they take it together.
Guided by the unseen forces of lore, they have a journey unknown before them, their path undecided, yet perilous at every turn. This, however, is known. They will unlock many secrets, defeat countless enemies, and drink copious amounts of ale before the end. Yet that end may come sooner for some. Welcome to the Storm King's Thunder.
Or the
Okay,
windmill?
so let's go to the windmill.
Well, right, I think that's a great idea.
As much as I would love to spend another couple of minutes looking through some of these other buildings, I think the windmill's the best place for us to go to.
Yeah.
Indeed. Who wants to lead the charge?
Like wind.
I
Grunt
will be
goes.
promptly in the middle. Oh, okay, bye,
Perfect.
run. Which one's the windmill again? The bottom?
Left here, I think, right?
Mhm.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, as a cloud giant, Runt is very familiar with the wind. He goes, you'd be
Is there a
surprised
side
how many of these...
thing of the windmill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what do we see?
Oh, an interior.
No, I mean, like, is there an interior?
I don't know.
Yes, there is. Well, not really that you can see. So,
Great.
so you guys approach the windmill. As you approach, you can very evidently see, it does not even need a check, that there are goblin footprints clearly visible in the muddy path that leads up to the hill to an open doorway on the northwest side of the windmill.
Well,
Runt picks
Right,
up
well,
a
it
rock
all
just
looks
in
good
case.
here to me. I think they got it covered in the windmill.
you know,
We don't wanna see if there's any more goblin friends in there.
I think we should go inside.
Does anyone have any, like,
I-
fire spells?
I don't have
no.
a fire spell, but I do propose that we make some kind of a plan to, say, lure them out and then have Runt drop a rock on them.
I think that's a
Runt's already
great
holding a
idea.
rock.
I think anything other than all 6 of us charging in that tiny space would be a great idea.
Especially
Yeah,
when some of us don't have any spell slots left.
And when the room approximately looks to be 5 feet by 5 feet.
Mhm.
Man, you're
I
really
mean, they
good at
can't have that many goblins in there.
You bow.
I actually think that's 10 feet by 10 feet, considering that these are
some
10
man.
feet square.
That is correct.
Well, you're
Got it.
really good at math.
Well, thank you. It's crazy
Peter
because
does
I
the
grew up
math.
in the wilderness. I don't
What?
even know what that is, but apparently I got it.
What squares do you see?
Oh, ignore me. It's
Don't
just,
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
MetaGGamer's
I'm sure it's just
metagaming already.
Nylia playing tricks on my mind. So
It's a magic user thing. Don't worry. I
yeah,
Could
does
tr-
anyone
I
have a
use
plan they want to
magic.
propose, or
don't know what to tell you then, buddy.
I could try to scare
Is
him
there a
out.
window?
There are no windows.
What's the roof made out of?
Or what was that? You're trying to scare him out with what?
It's like
I
a
could
fast
cast
roof.
thaumaturgy and see if I could cause some harmless tremors that'll scare him out.
Well, I think
tell
Runt
you
can
what.
just cause tremors.
Probably.
I can combine that with my prestidigitation to amp it up a little bit.
Couldn't Runt just like knock
I'm
it
sure
over?
that we all know how well it works whenever I try and cause an infestation of insects, but I could try it if we want.
Runt, just
Yeah, give
push
it a
over
shot,
the
wouldn't
windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this windmill
Beautiful windmill.
only has the one entrance, right?
Correct. And
Okay.
just for a frame of reference, because it would be easy for you guys to determine this because of how tall Runt is, it looks to be about 30 feet tall. This one now.
Okay.
So about 2 Runts in a bit.
Yes.
Runs in a bit. I will solely measure things in runts from here on out.
That is the standard
I'm
unit
gonna
of
back
measure
up
for
just
this
a
pot.
bit and pull out my short bow. Just to
Runt,
be
I think
ready.
Runt just goes to the side entrance and just holds a rock above the doorway.
Is that the plan then? Just to lure them out and then snipe them off one by one?
Let's try it.
I mean,
If
yeah.
that's the case, I'm gonna go across the way over here.
Sounds good to me.
All right, great.
Uh,
I
what do
can
you
try.
think
I'm
on
gonna
top of this
try.
group?
To the door.
All right.
I'm gonna cast infestation on the inside of the
Does it
windmill
work
just to get them
so
to
well?
to run out. Hey, listen, I can conjure them. It's just whether or not they take damage.
Ooh. That's a
Are
bunch
we
of like
doing the
bug,
infestation
right?
with
It's a bunch of bugs. Yeah,
the thaumaturgy?
I say we do it all at the same time.
Okay, and
Ooh.
Runt, go ahead and jump up and down a little bit while we're doing it too, just to
Yeah,
add more
yeah.
tremors out there.
Also,
You just like start stopping.
Okay.
As a precursor to all this, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make a shattering jar sound very loudly, and then go, "Oh my god, the man-eating bugs got out!"
Great.
That's very good.
Okay, I don't think I roll anything. If people are in there, then they have to. It can be on one creature.
Oops. I
Oh,
just
it's
rolled-
one creature I can
Sorry.
see within range. I don't think I can do it.
So
Can
you
I
have
just
to go-
create them at the? Is the door open?
The door, it's yes.
Great. I'm just gonna summon a bunch of Nylia. I call on you and you goddess of nature. Send all of your swarms of mites and fleas and ticks and other parasites that you might not have any use for right now, and send them all into that windmill. Thank
You
you.
know the ones you
kindness.
got lying around.
So you see, initially, so Kyros, what are you doing with your thaumaturgy as well?
I am causing harmless tremors to try to shake the building.
Okay. So you see, and Runt is jumping, and Xinix, are you role playing the jar and everything?
Yeah. I'm adding to the fear of the bugs. Yes.
Okay, cool. So you see, the infestation starts just taking over the doorway. It rushes in. Runt starts jumping up and down. There's glass shattering, and all of a sudden you start hearing like, like these guys start freaking out. 2 goblins are going to rush out.
Runt drops the rock.
One is going to come. Come on, why aren't you moving? Why can I not? Oh, that's why. Hold on. First one is coming out here. He's gonna run right out. He got a nat 1 on his wisdom save. So yeah. He's
Perfect.
rushing
He's
right
smart.
out.
That's what we like to see.
So was anyone else like preparing anything or?
Just Runt and
Pull
Ignar,
out
right?
My staff.
So, Yak here.
I'm readying
ran
my
out
crossbow.
Runt, were you like trying to grab him? Did you have a rock? Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, add a rock to just immediately drop on them. When
Okay. Roll the hit.
Thank you. Is that going to be ranged?
I would honestly just say give me an athletics check to see if you can like just time it
Any
correctly.
chance all our shenanigans give him advantage?
This might surprise you, but I am proficient in athletics.
Ooh.
Did you say advantage?
Yes.
Ooh.
Big numbers, big numbers,
I
big
think
numbers.
I'll take the... Oh, it was the first two, 19 and 14, so 19.
All right.
Hey!
So I'm just gonna say this is a little goblin who's panicked, just got dropped a big rock on him. He's just immediately squished.
Oh,
He's a goner. So you hear the squelch, and then the other one, he didn't quite roll a nat 1, but he did roll a nat 2. So
Wow.
yeesh.
one is tearing out right behind him, but you don't have a rock anymore, so I don't know.
I do have a
Sorry.
hammer, though.
You do have a hammer. But what is the language on that as far as like getting it in your hands and everything like that? Can you immediately take another turn?
I don't know. I'm used to 3.5. Does anybody know?
I don't think so. So
I think it's just sort of DM call.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd imagine that he would run out before I'd be able to pull out a warhammer. Yeah.
So I want to say he gets this far with his turn. Skola, you said you were holding an action?
If you'll allow me to, because I pulled out my short bow, but I didn't know if.
I would allow that because you had specified that you were going to do that. So
Great. Okay. In that case, I would love to shoot at this little guy. Let's see. Nylia, guide this arrow. Oh, it's not a crit, but that's pretty
Oh,
Oh,
good.
it's not
okay
great. It's
then.
good.
that's not a crit, but I
Dirty
think
20.
it's gonna hit.
Okay.
Yeah, roll your damage.
The
These poor
goddess of the
goblins.
hunt. The goddess of
No,
the hunt, she provides.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Nice.
that was
how
a
you doing?
That's a nat 6. That was the max.
that's a nat 6.
Hey.
We are doing way better than last time, guys.
I
Like,
know.
yeah.
For anybody who
I
didn't
think
see
so.
last game,
Yeah, for anyone just
We just
joining us
needed a
this
break
time,
in
it does
between,
go like
apparently.
this every week.
Instead of it taking 5 minutes to kill 2 goblins, it took us
Yeah.
about an hour and 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Also, you're welcome for just walking right up to the windmill instead of, looking at a hole in the ground this time.
Oh my god.
We're sifting through every building.
We still need to.
you still need to.
Mr. Runt asked, is there anything inside, or was it just the goblins? Somebody want to go check?
Well,
I'll
you
go
are the
take a
closest
look.
one to the door, so,
Yeah, but I'm
So,
13 feet tall.
I enter the building.
While
right,
Ignar
that's
went
a good
in.
point.
Sorry, 12.
While Ignar's going in, Kyros runs to the one goblin that you can actually reach who's not under a rock to see if there's anything
Frickin'
good on their
loser.
person.
You're 13 feet tall. That's insane.
12. Sorry, 12.
Ignar, when you step in,
Oh,
you
totally
see
reasonable.
that the windmill's interior is dark and gloomy, and it's filled with all these wooden gears and cogs that help turn the milestone for it. You see that there's pretty much nothing else in here. It was just a
Aw.
wood.
So
It's
I
just like
leave the
free
building.
XP.
So,
Farming.
Wait, how many levels are
Cool.
there though?
It's just like a empty cavern and then the mechanism. There's no like levels or stairs or anything like that.
Well,
did
I
you say
missed that.
empty tavern?
It's like a chasm is what I said, but it's the wrong word. It's an empty cylinder heading up, and then there's the roof, and then there's just the mechanics that are connected
Empty
to
silo.
Okay.
A tube.
Right, but come on. Now we need Ignar's famous line.
I leave the building.
Okay.
That's my line, right? Hey
That's fair.
guys, there's nothing in this building.
No beer.
Aw.
Okay.
Looks like there's
Thank
also
you.
nothing
No
on
beer.
this goblin since I rolled a 5.
Yeah. There's a 5. You can't even see like if they are wearing any pouches or anything like that.
Not even sure it's a goblin.
Okay.
Where did this come from?
All right. How are you
So-
proceeding?
Well, that was
We
fun.
gotta get across this bridge, don't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
let's
I-
go over here. and I go into this building.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh no.
completionist, 100%.
God.
So that's not a building. That is, well, I mean, this, if you're talking, oh no, I'm looking at Runt. Never mind. Sorry. Where did you go?
He went
Oh.
up.
They went together.
Are you heading into there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Runt's gonna stick with his goat friend. Where is he? There we go.
So you see, this is a quiet little cottage. On the outside, everything just kind of looks like normal, but the door is hanging open.
I proceed with caution into the building.
Seeing as I'm nearby, I will step to the doorway, but not step in, but ready myself in case he needs backup.
Okay,
Kyros starts
so-
going over because he doesn't want Ignar to get all the good stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So you will see that as soon as you step in, it's very evident that the goblins have already rummaged through this entire residence. That anything of value seems to be completely gone, and the interior is just in like complete disarray. The table that they had in the center area over by the kitchen is just completely thrown over. It just looks like chaos went through here.
I proceed
Guys.
to search anyways.
Feeling that a goblin named Chaos ran through here.
Whoa, how do you... They have names?
Oh yeah, they got mamas and papas.
Vito told
They're a
you
pizza
guys.
place?
Yeah.
Can you get me a?
Now I'm hungry. All right.
Mamas and papas.
Ooh, pizza.
It's a local joke.
Can you get me an eggplant parmesan from there?
No. Okay, so there is nothing in this building, guys. We should probably leave. But I check anyways.
Thanks for checking, Ignar.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
appreciate that.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
You guys can leave now. Just get away. Go away.
He needs some alone time with his beer.
Yeah. Hey, Lauren.
Slowly close the door as I walk away.
Lauren. You know what I'm gonna say. I search for beer.
Hey!
Are you rolling an
There it is.
investigation check?
Yeah.
You give
What's
him a
that?
custom stat just for beer?
just
No,
looks
but I do have
around.
like a challenge rating beer.
Yeah, can I get a beer check?
You have a challenge rating for my beer.
Oh, please don't. Please no screaming cat.
Pause for a
Do
kitty
I
technical
find
difficulties.
beer.
With a 13, absolutely not.
Oh,
There is
I
no
leave
beer.
defeated and continue into this farm building.
You headed into
Did
there?
you announce that
Yeah.
you did that?
No.
No.
Oh,
So you can see it's very much like the other farm. A giant rock has destroyed the back room of this residence, and 2 more rocks are embedded in the garden, where there's a remnant of a plant, but goblins have completely torn through this home as well, and everything that they didn't want has been just dumped on the floor.
Do I
God.
find beer now?
Nat 20!
Oh my god.
This is what he spends his nat 20s on, people.
Yep. This is where they go. This is why. So now we're gonna
Wow.
spend the next hour and a
Here
half
we
getting
go.
across the bridge because of this.
You see in the rubble that is this decimated kitchen, the rock has smashed through. You see one cabinet, very, very much at the top of the cabinet. It's hanging open, its hinges are completely almost torn, it's hanging on by a thread. But in that very, very top shelf, you see what looks like a flagon.
I grab it and run.
You have to give me an athletics check to climb up there, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
He's
15
motivated.
out
He
of
wants.
You precariously wedge yourself between the remnants of the cabinet and the rock that has smashed through this area, and you kind of like wiggle up almost like a snake, and you are able to grab this flagon.
Woohoo! All right. I proceed out of the building and join my friends. Just kidding, I go into this building.
Meanwhile,
Just kidding.
gonna say,
No,
can we-
I continue with my friends.
okay.
Can we do a meanwhile out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Ignar looks through everything out. So about getting across the bridge to the keep. Runt has a fabulous arm, but I'm a little afraid of where I'll end up on the other end of that.
I look over my shoulder at the goblin on the tree.
Yep.
Oh, actually, so also really quick, because this will turn into a longer thing. While I was digging around, I would love to do an Arcana check to sense if the unseen servant has moved.
Refresh me on where your unseen servant was.
My unseen servant was left with the command to follow the what's her
Kella.
first word?
Kella.
Kella.
Sorry, yes.
Yes.
It does not seem to have moved out of the tavern, but it is moving within the tavern. You wouldn't even have to do an Arcana check for me. That since it's your spell, you can kind of sense it. It hasn't left those boundaries.
Okay, cool. I will keep my magical ear to the ground on that. Granted, my unseen servant only lasts for, I think it's an hour before he knocks out.
Okay. I would say that we're about to come at that. I wish I could change this
Okay.
lighting. I know that there's a way, but I don't know. But we're actually really quickly approaching like evening.
Ah.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. In which case, I'll say that was my check before I feel the spell run out.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I was about to ask, how long were we really in the temple?
I mean, each round of combat is only 6 seconds. So
Oh my god.
even though it was
I
many
don't know.
rounds of
Me and Runt were looking at that hole for a solid 20 minutes.
That's true. So Yellow, you're muted if you're talking to us.
Oh, I've been muted for a while. Whoops. I've been making jokes to myself. Oh god.
Oh no.
I said some great one-liners. You guys real missed out.
I guess you didn't. I sent you a message in Discord because I saw you talking and I was like, is he talking to someone there? Or is he talking to us? And then you were laughing along with us. I was like, I think he's talking to us.
Thank you. I've only just seen that. I mean, honestly, there were a couple times where I thought I said something that you all laughed to.
Oh my god.
We're just that in sync.
That's right. Okay, so Run heads over to the bridge. I don't think he quite steps on it though, because I don't know if he knows it'll take his weight. How far is the bridge? How far is the gap? What does he see?
So the gap on the bridge, it's about 15 feet.
I could throw that.
So, give me like an investigation check maybe on like the bridge and how it looks and how it feels and all of that.
Now,
Is it
might
good?
surprise you, but he's not very good at that. But an 18 will do.
Okay,
Ooh.
yeah. So you can sense that it's 70 feet long, it's 10 foot wide, it's like sloped, so it is going uphill. You can see that it looks like this bridge, it was not intentionally felled, it was just another rock that slammed down from the ceiling. So it's not like whoever is in the keep intentionally got rid of it with that check. But you can see that like it's a 15-foot long section of it that is cutting off the keep from the village and the village from the keep. But
There
it
might be-
looks otherwise structurally sound enough.
Cool. Brent says there might be some people stuck on the other side. We should go help them.
Yeah.
An excellent idea, my friend.
See what the.
Thank you. He picks up Xinix. No.
No. Oh,
Oh
good.
my
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Nar finally catches up and is like, hey, what's going on? I didn't find anything, I swear.
Uh-huh.
So,
Kyros, roll a
anybody have like a
perception check,
rope or?
whether he believes Ignar or not.
Yes, yeah. Or and so do a deception check and
Insight?
perception check. So Ignar, give me a deception.
Oh, sorry. I'm glad I'm not doing the deception check.
That's a two.
Oh!
20!
Hey,
Oh my god!
told you.
The man knows how to lie about
Ignore
his
this is
alcoholism.
unfair how many 20s you've got.
Seriously. And they're all about beer.
Yes. As they should be.
Well, I guess Ignar didn't find anything.
I told you. Never believe me.
We just met like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's fair. So, I don't know what's happening, but I do see there's a gap here, and I do have some rope. Do we want to go across?
I have an idea, and I'm known for my ideas. At least
Is
in
it
this.
throwing me
Go for
across?
it.
I refuse.
No. If you tie a rope to a rock, and then I throw the rock to the other side, then we've got like a rope.
But if
Oh,
I'm tied to the
second-
rope, then won't I follow the rope?
what if we tie a
Well, why
rope
did-
to a rock and then a rope to another rock and hold on to one of the rocks while he throws the other rock?
Oh no, I just mean like you put the rock on the other side, and then we'll have like a tight rope or something to climb up with. So it's stationed on
Yeah.
the other side.
Yeah, but why was I tied to the rope?
I don't know. Why were you tied to the rope?
It's for a more
Fine,
interesting
tell me.
stream.
Hope you can
Friend says,
swim.
that's my idea, friends.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna go for while I'm listening to this plan develop, I'm gonna go for an investigation check and clearly
Oh.
stare at my own
Mm.
shoelaces.
Yep, that's
See what I was just trying to get more information on what the bridge's standing is and if it looked like it had been destroyed or if it just looked like it had been like fell apart from
A rock hit it.
neglect.
Why don't we tie a rope to an arrow, shoot the arrow across?
I, for one, trust Runt's thoughts about rocks. He's much better at rocks than the rest of us. So I say let's do that. And
Yeah,
it's
but
also,
what if somebody's over there and we scare them with a giant boulder?
what if someone's over there and we shoot them in the head with an arrow?
Be better shots.
I mean, I used a bolt, but you know.
Yeah.
Bold.
I'd say
With the 6
The-
Xinix, you can't really determine what the motive behind was.
so.
Right.
Out of character, a rock would probably have a better time staying in the ground with the rope, but also I'd have to throw the rock farther because it's not going to stay in the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've been thinking about because you'll just knock another hole in the bridge if you don't make it that. What is that?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
how do I use the ruler thing again? Wee! 40
I
feet?
do have.
Yeah,
I kind of want to try it though because I have a thing.
Okay. I also don't know what, like, where would we shoot the arrow? Like, if we shoot the arrow into the bridge, then we tug on it. It's just gonna pull the bolt.
I
It'll
mean-
pull the bolt back.
With your perception check, Runt, you would be able to glean that the part of the bridge that's left is structurally sound enough for you to get like pretty close to the edge of what's broken. So you could get up to where I'm pinging.
Like
It's
that.
only 30 feet,
Mm.
bro.
Okay.
So that's not bad.
Makes the difference.
I can throw 30.
Yeah.
I throw 30 for breakfast.
I hand my rope over to Runt and say good luck.
Okay, so Runt goes in. Are we doing a rock?
I don't
Let's get everyone's thoughts on this. Skola, what do you think?
Oh no.
I did this on purpose to see if we could actually hear Austyn.
Yeah.
I think Austin's also suffering from the same problem. Something's going on.
We're falling apart with the seams, guys. One throne goblin at a time.
Seems to be no, he seems to be lost in the ethereal magic known as
Check
Whiffy.
the D&D chat, everybody.
He's caught between realms at the moment.
Mhm.
Should we try all turning off our video? I don't know if that would help.
Maybe.
While we're at this pause, hey Emily, aren't we don't we have a charity?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed we
Smooth.
do, Chris. Howdy, everyone. So right now, while we're streaming this for the next, well, forever. This game will go forever, but we are raising funds for a nonprofit called BIPOC Support Foundation, whose focus is on, or its focus is on fixing equity in business, or having it to begin with, and to
Right.
assist in
Cool.
education. So we'll talk more about that at intermission. And here are more of the Plague Pal players.
Right. Well, as
And
I
we
was
got
saying, I don't know why it is that my mirthful leaps come up every game, but is there a possibility that I could just jump 20 feet?
If it's 20 feet, yeah, you can get over there.
Great. Well,
No,
there is
15.
also that option, which I have been suggesting for about 20 minutes now.
Oh no.
But so yeah, so if somebody wants to give me a rope, I can just jump right over.
That'll do it. One steps back.
Ignar,
We'll
I
kind
think,
of vote for that
volunteered
plan
his
as a.
rope.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a rope.
Great. Well,
You can take it from Runt. Good luck.
Under
can
his
I-
breath, Kyros goes, "Yes, I get to keep my rope."
Kyros the Hoarder.
We have
Right.
more rope at home, Kyros.
Can I
Know that.
I'm just gonna like test out the bridge. I know you said it's probably sturdy enough for this, but we're pretty high above the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this drop look like?
This
How many
drop, it's a
runs?
slope. So down here, it's like a 15-foot, but like higher up, it would be more. So it's about a 15-foot drop.
Well,
Okay.
great.
Worst comes to worst, we pull you back up.
Maybe.
Only I could... Well, if I have this rope tied around my waist, then you better know that you will be.
Wait,
right. Well,
Who's holding the other end of the rope?
I hope it's somebody.
I got it.
Great.
I honestly think, based on our wonderful conversation that me and my buddy Runt had while we were waiting outside of the it was pretty one-sided as I kept trying
Alright,
to
guys.
initiate conversation.
I have a better idea, everyone.
Oh,
Why don't we
what's
burn the bridge down?
That's a
And
terrible
then-
idea.
You can jump over.
What?
What?
Why? Why?
Great. I think, and then I give Runt the rope and I just jump.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Runt grabs it. He's like, I got you, go friend. I'm here for you.
That's...
Skola, you see he takes off, his hooves clattering up against the wood panels of the bridge, and with mirthful leaps, you can just do it, right? There's no check.
I think so. It just means that I have like an extra. The fact that my most used feature has been my mirthful leaps is crazy. I can add a D8. I can roll a D8 and add that number to my long jump.
Yeah.
So I'll
So you gotta roll?
roll. I'll roll a D8. That's a 6. So 6 feet plus what my long jump is. I'm guessing it's around 10.
Skola just jumps so high he skips
Right.
the entire island.
It's gone.
Oh!
Holy crap.
Is your long
Wait, so
jump
how
10?
far was that?
What determines that? What makes it? What is a standing long jump?
I only know what I do in 3.5, not 5.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 feet.
Great. Then I clear it by about 1 extra foot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You see Skola, hooves clattering on the wood, just jumps right over, sails, even has a foot clearance. The edge of this one is a little less structurally sound than the other end, but he is able to make it across.
I'd like to prestidigitation 3 scorecards that say 10, 10, and 9.5 into mine, Ignar's, and who else wants one?
I'll take
I'll take it.
Someone's hands.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll take the 9.5.
Hold up a
Yeah,
10.
yeah. Ambrose should get the 9.5.
Ignar
Right,
freaks
that
out
was-
and is like, "What the hell is this? Where did this come from?"
How drunk are you, Ignar?
You don't need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of do if we're going to be traveling together.
Wait. I'm not that drunk.
I don't know what I was expecting in that moment, but it wasn't that. Oh my god.
I wasn't gonna press this forward, but since he rolled the deception check, what do we think? How drunk do we think he is?
Give me a perception check. You have
Okay.
to beat his. You have to beat 14.
My passive perception is 21.
Oh,
Oh
what?
yes.
Sorry,
There's
what?
no way.
Oh damn it.
Oh.
He took the observant feat as a monk, so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my passive wisdom was already at 16, and then I got
I'm gonna
added
put-
a whole bunch
my
of
my
other
perception was not look, it was
Oh, I did.
It was audible. You can hear a definite slur, like in between. I am not that drunk.
I'm just gonna turn and
And
say,
Ambrose doesn't even have to check. He just kind of rolls his eyes and is like, "Yeah, all right."
It's yeah.
Skola turns and says, honestly, that's true. When we're having our revels at the Skola Vale, there's hardly a single satyr that's as sober as you are right now. So you've got some work to do, lad. And I just turn off and I start hoofing it.
Huffing
Hey,
it.
he's
Wait,
leaving
don't
us,
you still have
guys.
the rope?
He's got the rope
Oh!
tied on
I
too.
do still have the rope.
Does
He
he
just
just
took off with the
back.
rope.
Also,
does he rubber
How
band
long is this
back?
rope?
He gets bungeed by Runt.
Oh man. Oh,
Runt, give me a strength check.
oh yes.
Now, funnily enough, I'm pretty good at that. No, that's not one.
No!
Oh my gosh! So
Oh
you
no.
are trying to hold on to the rope. Oh my gosh! You got a nat 1 and a nat
That'd be
20.
So bad.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This
dang.
hurts so much.
Wow.
So
Advantage.
bad.
Skola, in
No.
his haste, runs forward. Runt is holding onto the rope because he was bracing himself just in case Skola didn't make it, and he just is completely taken by surprise. He was also looking at Ignar, and the rope just runs out of his hands.
Wait, hold up, real fast though. As that happens, Runt reaches out, like desperately, like, "Oh no, shoot!" And there's a gust of wind suddenly, and I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos, which gives me advantage on that roll, which means I got a nat 20.
Hey!
Nice.
Yay.
Jerks out of his hands. This wind kind of whips around Runt, rustles in his beard and his hair, and then Runt's like, "Oh!" and grabs it just as the rope is about to leave. Like just the tail end of the rope is leaving his hands, and he grabs it again and is able to save it.
Phew, I get to keep my rope.
That's rad.
Where's my
like,
rope
ooh.
though?
That was close.
It's gonna get us across the bridge. Your rope is worth more than mine is now.
Huh.
So Skola, how do you?
Right,
how
well,
do you
sorry about that.
Damn.
How do you
You tried to
intend
deceive
on
me.
anchoring
I
want
this
your
rock
rope.
Sorry, what's that, Laura?
How do you intend on anchoring this rope down?
I don't know.
I think
I'll
Runt's just gonna
probably-
hold it, right?
I'm gonna untie it from my waist and pull out one of my arrows and try and shoot it like point blank against this rope into the bridge.
Okay.
Do you need me to make a a check for that? Do you
Yeah,
need to-
I don't really think you need to roll to hit a bridge. So just give me a strength check with advantage to see if it gets like really lodged in there. I say it's a
Great.
DC 10 to lodge it in. It's not that big of a difficulty challenge to hit a bridge.
Great. Well,
I don't know, guys. Bridges and their reflexes.
here's the thing. Strength isn't my worst stat.
You're golden.
Okay, great.
You had advantage, so you got a 20. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Perfect.
So-
30-20.
That rope is lodged in there. It's very secure.
It's secure enough that it could support Runt coming over.
Mhm.
I said it's very secure.
I would like to
That
go
sounds
across
like
sometime
a
before
hard
run.
maybe.
Yeah. Runs like,
Right,
okay,
well-
who's first?
I feel like everyone. Runt, I love you, my buddy, but I do not feel
Aw.
that you should be first, right? I
Run,
feel like
Run sheds a tear. I love you too, man.
this is a great little friendship we're starting right now. But I do think you should be the last one to cross over to this rope,
Oh,
if that's even
yeah.
how you want to get over here.
No, yeah, it's okay. I'll hold it. I'll hold the rope while you guys go across. It's okay. That's what friends are for, right?
Exactly, it is what friends are for, Runt. All right, we're gonna need a minute just to hug this out.
It's the
Alright.
spiritual successor.
Run
to
drops the
My Little
rope and
Pony.
hugs.
No,
No.
not right now, not right now.
Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I don't.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Quickly grabs it again.
as this conversation is going on between Skola and Runt, we have role playing going on in the chat.
What's
What is
happening
going
there?
on?
Let's interact and let's cut to Kyros, Xinix, Ambrose, and Ignar at the base of the bridge. Ignar is trying to intimidate or deceive or persuade in any means possible to get Kyros' rope. And Kyros was ignoring him. And then Ignar.
Kyros was also was saying this under his breath, so Ignar might not have heard him say that he has rope.
Let's see.
Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, you.
We are very far from home.
Oh God!
Oh no!
You're not that far from me.
Wow,
Oh my gosh.
beautiful.
Kyros
Okay.
was intending on whispering it, but at that exact moment, he sees Skola take off. He sees Runt almost lose the rope, and goes from whispering to yelling, just as a pure reaction to seeing the plan almost get completely thrown away. So he ends up yelling it.
Something like, "Oh yes, I get to keep my rope."
This is role playing at its finest.
So Nathan's normal talk.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. So about that rope,
It's mine.
but I intimidated you.
What does Kyros have to roll against intimidation?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
You might be good.
Oh no.
But you have advantage.
Oh
You're not good.
Oh
Can
my god.
Okay, since I didn't say how much rope I have,
You have multiple spools of rope?
I have
No, you have one.
Mind your
spool 'cause You
business.
have an Dungeoneers, don't you?
Yeah, you're right. I do.
Listen, the dice
Kyros.
want this to happen.
Sidebar: as an artificer, don't hold on. I'm gonna text it to you real quick.
Okay.
And now a message from our sponsor.
Right, well,
Ah,
Are you
well,
or a loved one suffering from broken bridges?
here, Run, I'll talk to you about this. I'll shout this across the bridge to you. I feel rather guilty about the fact that I just basically murdered that goblin in cold blood.
Yeah,
thought it
I
was-
get that.
I thought it was attacking someone in that not keep the windmill, but he was really just in there by himself. We should have questioned him or something.
I wish I could tell you that it was heat of the moment, but it did take you a while to kill him.
Wow.
Right. No, I'm talking about the one right here in the windmill.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's a lot of goblins.
There are so many goblins. Right, and I was mad at those ones for pissing all over the church. That's just not alright. But
Yeah, that's fair. You know, those goblins probably hurt us if they got the chance.
Right, but it should be self-defense. I don't know. I'm new to this lifestyle, if you will. I'm not much of an adventurer, I guess.
You know, that's me too. I'm new to the little folk lifestyle.
Right, well, listen, I do think there are some in our party that wouldn't like being called little folk, so I'd watch out who you call that.
But they're little.
Yeah, that's fair, Lauren.
Especially Ignar.
Okay, well, if you say so, what should I call them? Just goat man and dwarf person?
I think Ignar works fine. And you can call me Skola. You can always just call me Skola. Are we back? Like I
We
am.
yes.
This is great moment.
I would
Great,
love to. I would love to have this keep going, but
Yeah, I was like, this is too long.
You
enjoyed
still
myself.
fail.
Okay, well, nice to meet you, Skola.
Right, well, you as well, Runt.
So
So are we gonna do this or what? Who's crossing the road?
wait.
I'm honestly
on, what do we need
waiting for someone to cross the bridge.
This is so stupid. This is such. Anyway,
Tonight's installment: 1 hour of bridge crossing.
no, not even 1 hour of bridge crossing. 1 hour of Ignar trying to steal Kyros' rope. That's the part I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
It's only conversation.
You know this is all going into your intro for next week.
Yeah, of course we do.
Well, I can't wait.
Of course it
I
is.
can't.
So,
Question: if they're going to argue for approximately an hour, can I cast a ritual spell?
You've got to be
ultimately,
able to at this point.
it's taking an hour real time, but it's ultimately only supposed to be taking like 5 minutes. We're just discombobulated.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
5 minutes is half the length of the time of a ritual spell.
it's also like simultaneously. Isn't ritual casting 10 minutes or an hour?
10.
It depends on the spell. The particular one I have in mind is an hour.
Okay, then yeah, it's definitely not an hour of bridge talk. Okay, so Kyros, you rolled an 11 under your deception. How do you proceed with this conversation, I guess?
look, I'll write Ignar. All right. I may have overstated the rope that I have. It's really twine.
Oh. Well, I could tie things to my pack with it, so give it.
Oh my god.
All right, so Kyros hands Ignar the twine, and all the while Skola has just wedged that that arrow into the bridge. How are we proceeding as far as getting everyone across?
As Kyros,
Hold the other end, right?
as Kyros hands Ignar the twine, he goes over to much more pleasant conversation to try to join in with Runt and Skola because they're much better people than you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my gosh. While all of that everything was just happening, I'm gonna go ahead and do an investigation check on the water below the bridge, just seeing like how tumultuous it is, or like, is it icy? Is it rapids, etc., etc.?
Do they have gators?
It's generally this is a river, but you can see that it kind of eddies and swirls here as of, well, I don't know if eddies is the right word at all, but
Eddy.
On these two sides you'll see that it's much more swift, but the two currents kind of pool together here in the center, so it's a little more calm. There's still a current, but it's not like a whirlpool or anything like that, but it's kind of like this in between spot where the water is kind of like stuck in between the two currents and the island.
Okay. Along with that,
That's
can I
eddy.
also ask how steep the bank on the opposite coast is? Because it seems to be far more ramped than the cliff that we're at.
It is pretty. It's not that steep at all. As you see, it spreads 40 feet out
Yeah.
from where it is. So it's gosh, I am not prepared for that question.
It's a river.
The keep. I was able to figure my way through. Okay, so it's a motte. it's funnel shaped. It's a 15-foot high outer curtain wall. So it's generally 15 feet above the river itself.
Okay. Yeah. So 15 feet raise over 40. That's not. Yeah, that's not steep at all. Okay.
The side that you're on is 8 feet raised above.
Does it look like it might be slick?
In which case, I'd like to, in the background of the camera, like focusing on this whole argument about the rope. I'm just gonna jump in the water.
What?
Oh, you're just gonna go right in.
I'm gonna swim for it.
Yeah, that's normal. People just jump in the water like that. That's fine.
It does like it sounds doable. It sounds doable. So what do you want me to roll?
Give me an athletics check to try to swim across.
You know how strong bards are.
Hey, I guess
you're kind. It's fine. It's fine.
You got lungs. You do play the piccolo.
Do it. Swimming across is not the difficult part of this plan.
Wait.
Yeah, it's definitely getting back up.
Why is he doing this? We have a rope across.
Because everybody's on the bridge and in the way.
This guy's to move.
I was gonna hold the rope so that you could. Okay. By the way, I was gonna say that I was tying my Runt starts tying after almost losing the rope, starts tying his end of the rope to one of his javelins so that he can hold on to it easier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, having a lucid moment.
As you look down and see a blue lizard swimming through the blue water.
Yeah, that snaps him back into confusion immediately.
So as you get to the other side, you will see
With a
that
9?
Yeah, the swimming is not the difficult part of this plan.
Plan? This is a plan? This is planned?
We don't have to do it now, but I have fully walked away from the group and am checking out the front gate, just so we know.
Kyros also was going to try to cross the rope, but saw this happen. Was like, I gotta see this happen before I go across the rope.
Yeah, we were all getting ready to cross the bridge before this insane lizard jumped into the water.
What do you want me to do, Laura?
You'll see that as you get there, the outer walls of the keep are not that steep, but they're made of this, gosh, where is it? It's like made of shale, and like it's loose shale. So scaling this slope without any climbing gear or anything like that will take a pretty good athletics check.
Hey, you know what might be handy?
Okay.
A rope.
Okay.
We'll drop it to you if you don't make it up.
Should have asked about that ahead of time. Double checking my spells.
Yeah. You asked what she wants you to do. I think it's roll a new character.
This character just drowned.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So athletics again, you said?
He comes back as a duck.
It's a DC 18.
Actually, on second thought, Lore, I'd like to roll a new duck sheet. I'm all right with this option.
He's an Aarakocra duck.
Oh
no! He gets to be my Aarakocra.
Question.
No way.
Oh.
I already used Tides of Chaos. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god.
How far away is he from the top of my side of the bridge?
From your side of the bridge down here, it's like a 15-foot drop, and he's like 5 feet over, I'll say, so that's like 13 feet.
You are 3 feet too far away for me to help you, bud.
Oh my god.
Well, okay. Now here's a funny story. Runt has a rope. Can I pull it out and throw it down to him?
Yeah, so you see Xinix swims across like a duck himself. It's very, very easy for him to make his way over. But then he scrambles, tries to get purchase on this shale, and just falls and is underwater for quite a bit before popping up. But he is not dead or anything like that. But he was definitely not prepared for how loose the shale is on that side of the moat.
Not my grandest plan, I will admit.
Lizard
you can
Xinix
toss the
man,
rope
grab my rope.
I would say give me a dexterity check to see if you can get it to him, but it's a DC 8.
Sorry, is that for me?
Yes, to get you're tossing him a
Oh.
rope.
Already? How's a 7?
Okay, so I do come over. I was wrong.
Oh my god.
You are gonna take some damage from this. I do apologize, but I do create a.
I'm nervous.
I from the shale summon a vine, very poison ivy esque, and it wraps around you, and then I can pull you 10 feet closer to me.
As an aside, if this does kill you, Kyros cannot help you at all. So it's all up to
It's
Skola.
okay. I now, since we're level 2, I now can actually heal you without spell slots. So if that's necessary, I will. I also think I still have 6
I could
good berries, but-
definitely use a heal. I'm at
Right.
1 HP.
You are?
I can help you.
I've been at 1 HP like for the whole time.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh
come,
no.
come to Skola, I can help you. So you do take 3 damage, but I can pull you 3 feet up. Can I make like some sort of acrobatics check to just reach down and grab him from there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Okay.
bomb.
I'll say a DC 12 athletics or acrobatics check to get him.
All right, come on.
Yes!
Woo!
Nice.
So, turns around. He's finally wedged in. He was gonna go check out the door. He hears a splash, clip-clops his way down the bridge, and pulls this thorn whip. It slaps down. Thorny vines wrap around Ambrose's arm, or like his joint at his shoulder. He pulls him up and then reaches down, grabs him, and then you have, but I think you need to do a strength check to pull him up. But I'll do it with advantage because I'll say that Xinix, you can try to help him out with that because you're holding on and trying to scramble up as well.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Whew.
Okay,
Nice,
he's
dirty
gonna do
20.
it. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
do it.
I'm
So you-
rolling pretty well today.
Yeah, we're making up for 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Skola definitely pulls you up and just says, "Right, I was wondering why it was that I wasn't being able to investigate any of the houses or anything here, and then I realized it's because I'm too busy wiping all your asses when you fall on your behinds. So
Ooh.
next time we have a plan, I suggest that you follow it, aye?"
Kyros, hearing the snark, yells, "Need I remind you the temple was your fault?"
Ooh.
I don't want to hear it, Kyros, alright? You get over here.
Guys, I don't like it when my friends fight.
No,
You know, I
duly
would,
taken.
I would really love if we
Duly
could just
taken.
get
And
across
thank
this
you,
bridge.
friend. That was a move I made. I greatly appreciate
Oh, it was
the hand
most
there.
definitely a move, and I appreciate big moves, but
We
that was
won't
pretty
forget
cool.
it.
All right, so I will say you guys have made this check to get across the bridge. You have halved it to get across this bridge, this gap. So in order to get across with this rope, you only have to beat a DC 5 athletics check.
Incredible.
All right, guys, who's first?
I'll give it a try. Oh my god!
Right.
Oh,
The
nice.
moment I see he's starting to like lose his balance or anything, I'm like, gonna need that whip again.
Yeah, I'm preparing another thorn whip.
Xinix,
You see,
shut up.
Ambrose just totally gosh, this is a very obscure maybe reference, but Centipede in the James and the Giant Peach when they're underwater in the ghost pirate ship and he's twirling around those ropes. Ambrose totally does that, skips across with his cat claws.
Absolutely.
No, that's a
Kyros,
great reference.
Yeah. Kyros is a little intimidated by the display and they gingerly across, slips almost very drastically, but is able to hold on and continue shakily over to the other side of the row of the bridge.
Real,
Kyros, are you okay there? I mean, this should have been no
What
problem
needs
for
saving
you.
now?
Kyros will answer that, but real quick, our good friend Legion did the math for us. It would be a 15-foot incline.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Stop!
Oh my gosh!
So,
No. It's a
we now
flat
have
bridge
the
now.
official
We changed math.
note.
Wait, but that's 15 feet
In the
from
D&D
between the
chat.
two land masses, not just in the gap.
Yes.
So that could be worse.
Oh,
Kyros responding to Ambrose, be like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't talk about it at all. Let's
Oh
just
my
move
god!
on.
Wait a second.
dwarf.
You know what I just realized because you said that, right?
What?
You didn't make it.
Oh, this jump of 15 feet. Remember our jokes earlier about the fact that these tiles are 10, not 5?
No,
There's
we're
a
gonna
20-foot
stop. We're
distance.
not gonna think about it. Yeah,
We're not gonna think about it. We're already. The DM has already said that we're already over here. We're gonna.
Yeah, we're already across the bridge.
The book says
we logistically need
15.
D&D.
We no longer
just
have
okay,
to
okay.
cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, we've crossed it.
I mean, I guess you're gonna be living at the keep forever now.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh no.
We
Oh,
do
so
have
Runt
a
takes
great
a
life,
Don't
guys.
worry, guys.
Kyros,
Runt
do you
takes a
like our
couple
new
He's
steps
the
home?
back.
giant.
I guess.
Oh god.
Red gets a
Oh,
a
no.
a
Oh
couple
god, everyone's
steps.
up.
Wait,
I
is
don't
the
wanna
rope
think
still
about it.
tied to
Get
you?
off the bridge! Get off the bridge!
It was practically 2 bounds. Leaps. And I think he also, whether knowingly or not, casts Gust to try to help propel himself.
But is
Oh
the
my
rope still tied
gosh.
to you?
I don't know if that's how that works.
The rope was tied to his spear, and if he's holding it, he gets across.
Yeah.
So Gust can push.
How do
I
we
think
get
it's
back though?
Oh.
yeah. The Gust can push somebody up to 5 feet.
Okay.
So that
So-
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
great.
We'll
I
tie a
think-
rope
Please
to
tell me.
Xinix, have Xinix swim across.
It's fine. We'll figure that out later.
okay. I will also. It can push a medium
Your
or
gust is
smaller
coming out of
creature
your
up to
butt?
5 feet. So.
Oh, so
Are
it
you
can't push
large?
you.
It
You're
could
large.
push me.
Yeah, I'm large. So
That's
it
right,
doesn't
you're a
have a lot.
large.
But also, it looks awesome though. His beard is
You're a
flying in
large
the
boy.
wind. It looks fantastic.
Only a 10 athletics check to get across this.
Athletics.
Strength, yeah,
11.
You make it.
Thank
You.
God.
He comes barreling up the bridge, jumps, like almost falls backwards a little bit, very reminiscent of Skola, but a lot less mirthful, I should say.
Like his arms like do those big propeller slings.
And
Like the chaplain, and oh my god!
Wonderingly,
What just happened?
someone's phone is blowing up.
yeah.
But yeah, he
Whose
walks
phone
forward.
is
He starts.
blowing
He
up?
unties the rope from his javelin and hands it back and goes, "Thank you."
And
Thank
we're
you. I'll take that.
across the rope. Across the bridge. So I think this is a good intermission time. Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
When do we go to?
Hey, remember when we joked about how this whole episode was going to be us crossing a bridge?
Welcome
Actually,
back up to the-
half elf, half duck. It just makes me look like a dragonborn.
Wait, where did the
Right.
scales come from? The duck side or the elf side?
So, our players had to take a quick mental break after solving the treacherous puzzle of crossing the bridge, and we are back. So we probably should have done this during the break, but if you could follow my ping on over to here, over to the right, it should say ground floor. You guys are kind of at this front area here. I am
Gotcha.
pinging if you follow.
Okay. Have any of us gone in yet?
No, the door is closed.
The
Can
way
I-
is shut.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I can hear anything inside?
Yes.
Great. Nope, there's nothing.
Can I give an
I
investigation?
make an investigation check to peer around the corner in through this destroyed wall on the ground floor.
Yes, most definitely.
There is an additional 5 added to that investigation
Peeky.
check, though, so it is 17.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
My observant gives me the extra 5.
So Xinix, you will definitely be able to see that you can just step through this. This whole section of the keep has been just destroyed from rocks.
All right. Anything? Well, I got a 10. Anything else of note as I step in a little bit?
It looks. Sorry, I skipped ahead a little bit. So, that inner bailey, like that inner area in between the gates and in between the keep itself was just. There was no door left. You guys kind of went through. There's you can kind of see there's maybe some human guards who got kind of the same fate as the goblins of the watchtower when those rocks started falling. But as you climb through the rubble, you can see through that shattered wall. You will see that as you enter that room, it looks like it was once a kitchen.
While Xinix is doing that, can Kyros be extra and cast Thaumaturgy and try to blow the door open?
I was just gonna open it.
But this is way more fun.
This is more fun.
Walks up to the door. He goes to try and open it, and you see that the door rattles on its hinge, but it is still for some reason locked.
I think the door is locked.
Right. Well, what gives you that idea then?
Searching for booze.
With your investigation, with a 16, even a 16, even a nat 20 in here, this whole kitchen is just demolished.
I find any bottles in any kind of tact, even if they're empty.
Give me a luck check. Pure luck. Just roll a nat 20.
Please roll a nat 20.
Yeah, please roll a nat 20.
I mean, yeah. I'd say, no.
It's close.
Really not.
You didn't have that drunken dwarf luck.
Ambrose, with that 17, you would have noticed that Xinix went across and was able to disappear into the keep from the other area.
Oh, I guess Kyros wouldn't have seen that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So what are you trying to perceive, Ambrose?
I was trying to perceive what was happening with Xinix.
Okay, so yeah, you see
I guess I know what's happening.
He turns the corner, disappears into the keep, and you can sense that that's a way into the keep.
All right, I'm gonna just go.
Anybody else hear him?
Yeah, I hear him.
I can
Does
hear him.
Ambrose tell his good friend Kyros what he saw?
I just kind of start wandering around.
I think I might head around to the other side.
Oh, Skola, you want to go around? I'll go with you.
Oh, I almost started doing your voice. Right, well, thanks, Runt.
Is that enough perception to go the way that Ambrose went, or?
Xinix just kind of did it when in the heat of when you were casting Thaumaturgy, but you would definitely not even need to check to see Kyros go across. I mean, to see Xinix freaking to see Ambrose. See Ambrose follow suit after Xinix.
Great.
So Skola and Runt, you guys are heading across the other way.
Where's Ignar?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I literally just got back. Sorry.
Oh no!
I was just gonna ask. Right, Run, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I am a bit scared of this. It looks like a bit of this wall's blown out. Do you mind taking up the front on this one?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Alright, thank you, lad. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm always there to take the hits for my friends. That's what I'm here for. I can take it.
Well, perfect.
This corner is in even worse shape than the other one. This entire wall is just completely gone. It looks like that rock just fell through the middle and everything just kind of crumbled and almost melted in on itself when it fell. But you can see as you turn that corner, sitting at a table is 4 guards, and they have a look of just trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Do they
Does it look
see
like-
the half giant? You know, like the thing that just attacked them coming around the corner.
Oh no!
Don't worry,
Oh my
guys. I have
gosh.
really low charisma.
Does it look like that
Great.
scene at the end of the Avengers where they're all just sitting around eating shawarma and it's a deserted, destroyed place?
That's how I imagined it.
Looks
Yeah.
like a very rough day. Just in case I hadn't said, because I don't think I said, over here, guys, this is another door. So you could only see inside this kitchen area. So as Runt peeks across, unless they get a very low
While that's happening, Kyros casts Thaumaturgy again to try to be extra and open the door.
So thaumaturgy does not open. Oh, so this one, yeah, that one will open. So
Great.
these guards are sitting here just trying to figure out what it is. A half giant rounds the corner. At the same moment, the kitchen door slams open, and a Asian purple tiefling is standing in the doorway.
Cat over his shoulder.
And Dragonborn, don't forget about me.
Who
And
is
a dragon
quite
born
wet.
over the other shoulder.
He's sopping wet.
You see this
Oh,
one here.
I guess I don't.
The
go
door
up there.
closes in their face.
As this happens, Ignar is kind of like hopping on his feet, trying to look over everyone that's standing in the doorway because he cannot see. And you see this guard here. She is going to stand up and be like, "Excuse me, announce yourselves immediately on this instant." And the other 4 are going to spring up and like brace themselves, but they're not like attacking. But they're immediately like on guard.
Immediately, hello, good day and good morrow, fair gods of this very, very humble building. I am Xinix, the humble bard, and I like split my piccolo out of my little holster and be like, would you like a tune?
A tune? A tune is no match for the truth. I asked you a question. What are you doing here?
Not the time, Xinix. Not the time.
Of course.
like-
Right. I'm sorry. My name's Skola Grove Dancer. I just met these strangers, but we're becoming friends. It's been a lovely journey on the way here. We're not trying to do anything. We're just trying to help. Do you need any help or anything from us? We're very sorry.
What
I
he
Indeed,
stay
you
said.
seem to be in a
around-
spot of trouble.
Give me
I'm
a
staying around the
persuasion
wall.
check, Skola. Give me a persuasion check, Skola.
Oh, I'm great at that. Cool.
All I'm saying is the bard tried to step forward.
You
They don't
see that
strike me as Piccolo people.
her eyes like look at you, and for an instant you can see that like she does want help, but then she flicks over to the kitchen, flicks back to you. She sees that she's flanked, so she's kind of feeling very pinned down at the moment, and
Shit.
she'll say again, "No one has answered my question. What are you doing here in the keep of the late Lady Nandor?"
Well, we were sent here by what was her name, Xinix? It was Kylie.
Kella Hope. Sorry.
I mean, I
How do I
do
get
not
into here?
Can he?
know about trusting that
Can I
woman as
just
far as I
go-
can throw her, but we are but humble travelers who met on the road and found this town in distress. I do wish you to believe that we are of aid. We have been helping clear the town, and from behind my back, I'm going to press the digitation out like a chunk of a goblin arm.
Oh, okay, nice. You see as the arm approaches, one of the guard that was directly behind her, kind of stands up and puts his hand on her shoulder, and is like, and says, "Alara, pray, we need the help. I don't think they would have come in like this if they had intended on hurting us." Another one will pipe up and say, "Look, he's got a goblin arm. They're getting rid of the goblins."
Oh, are we getting rid of the goblins?
2 at a time. every
Indeed.
episode.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry much about the goblins.
How long do you have? We
And-
can recount our journey to get rid of the goblin.
If they want to, they can just
Insert
watch the
recap
beginning.
episode.
They can just watch the
Yeah,
beginning of
yeah.
each.
Tune
stream.
into us on
Even this
Twitch, and you'll see
video.
all our adventures.
Yeah, do
Don't
these
forget to
guards
like
get
and
through their
subscribe.
Twitch?
Right, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm able to hit my friends with my thorn whips real easy, but it's real hard for me to hit one goblin with a swarm of insects. So
You know, it'd be like that.
Tell you what, we will regale you with one story there, just to show that we are friends. Runt, my good fellow, please tell them about your last encounter with one of the little goblins by the windmill.
I was worried you were going to start playing that piccolo.
That's Plan B.
He like kind of like awkwardly shuffles out from like behind one of the walls so you could see most of him. He's like, I dropped a rock on him, like that rock, like one like that. I dropped a rock.
Really
You
cool.
see, even he is a friend of my enemy. Oh, I am messing up the line. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yes.
I'm really sorry about the.
You should have heard that
cloud
squish.
Run, give me a perception check.
perception.
Yeah.
None. I am proficient, but it's only a +1.
Yeah, you don't notice anything that this guard does when you mention. Gosh, why are we freaking out, guards? Come on.
you don't notice as she aims a crossbow bolt for your head.
Yeah.
No.
Runt says, I'm really sorry about the cloud giants that attacked you. I know they're kind of pricks. I'm sorry.
She's kind of gonna be taken aback by that, and you'll see that the one who's in the back, who was still sitting. All right, we're all just moving there. Okay. Kind of gives out a hearty chuckle, and he's going to stand and be like, "Yes, Alara, come. Let us. We cannot be we are beggars. We cannot be choosers when it comes to those who have finally managed to cross the bridge."
It wasn't
So-
easy.
I lost. some
It could have been.
Under my breath, I'm like, I mean, I didn't use the bridge, but yeah.
Yeah, and you got stabbed by
Use the
bramble
second part of
roots.
it.
I didn't hear you say that. Sorry.
He's gonna kind of stride forward, and he's gonna kind of just I don't know why we're being so funky. He's gonna kind of be like, we are not on the guard anymore. He kind of signals to everyone their hands are off of their weapons now, and he's like, but you still did not answer this question. What are you even doing here? Why would you cross the keep? We do not know who this Kayla is. Is it because you perchance were getting ready to offer aid?
Yeah.
Definitely. Huh? That's what we were doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Laura kind of rolls her eyes. The first one that was talking to you guys, and she says, "We do not need aid. What we need is, I don't even know what we need. The people are gone. The Nightstone is gone. Lady Nandar is dead." And she points over to this corner in the back, and you can kind of see there is just kind of like a simple pallet laid on the ground that is covered up. That looks to be where they have placed the Lady Nandar for the moment.
Hey, we do burials
Oh,
if you
damn. Question: Do we
We
know
do.
who the Lady Nandar is?
If you're asking that question, no.
Okay.
We have a
I-
burial service. We do.
Oh.
I prestidigitate myself a hat just so I can take it off in condolence.
You have a hat. It's a
fedora?
red fez. It's a red fez.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
I take
you
my red
already
face
have
off.
a. Can I have your prestidigitation hat then?
Sure. You now have a red fez as well.
A cat in his head.
All right.
Well, I'm very sorry to see that a friend of yours was hurt in the attack on the city, but I have been it's not something I'm trained in, but I have been giving simple funerals to some of the animals outside. If you'd like, there's a cemetery here in town. I know I can do a ceremony over your lost friend there.
You see that the guards all look like they're actually quite touched by that. Even without an insight check, it's very evident to see that these guys do not have any leadership amongst them. The first one that spoke is kind of like the one who is trying, but they are also very much grieving this lady. So they're kind of, they look to it, but then the second one who spoke is going to say, we cannot dally with giving rights to the dead when we know that there are people who are still living. The people of Nightstone, they fled, and we have been stuck here, but we've been watching the lady, and we don't know what to do.
Well, right, we might know where they are, or at the very least, I might not know exactly where they are, but I might be able to know how to talk to some friends who might.
Well, I would greatly appreciate that. Are you guys saying you would be willing to go out and try to find these people?
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I looked at everyone else to see if that's what they're suggesting, but
Kyros reluctantly gives the thumbs up.
Yeah, why not?
well,
Giving the aid is a new friend made.
Indeed,
That rhymes. You are a bard.
Put the piccolo back in your mouth.
I'm certainly not in the position to make decisions for anyone else here, but I would absolutely, seeing the destruction that's been taken on your town, be happy to give aid in this sense. Yes.
Under his breath, if it pays well.
Give me a stealth check.
Me? Oh.
Yes.
Bravo.
Oh, bud.
He goes to say it, but then he kind of slips on some rubble. So again, it turns into kind of this yelp. If it pays well.
Oh my gosh.
Using my bardic instincts, I'm gonna go ahead and sneeze into my piccolo to try and cover that one.
Gross.
I don't know if it's a dexterity or a performance. Give me a performance.
I will happily give you something with a. Never. Can I give you a dexterity?
Well,
How about
well,
can I? I roll persuasion to persuade the DM to let me use dexterity.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you have +4.
So, as Kyros slips, yelps, then this strangely timed piccolo note kind of like almost resolves the progression of his sentence. So it like adds a finality to it, almost like a button.
It makes it worse.
They're kind of going to darken a little bit at that. Not quite like darken, but
They're really not sure how to take us.
So
Kyros, laying on the ground, taps Xinix's leg. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. I trying to recover the situation. Trying to recover the situation and be like, my journey has sent me far and wide in hopes of seeing your dear Nightstone. So if saving your townsfolk and returning the Nightstone is what you had in mind, then I am on your side. My piccolo is at your disposal.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage on that one.
Oh! Whoa!
Yes!
That's crazy.
You see that they all kind of thaw at that, and they almost look relieved. Then the one who was in the back, who kind of was more like a hearty kind of voice, he says, "Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to do those two things at the same time. You see, the villagers, they fled, I'm gathering, or I'm assuming, north. There's some bat caves up about a mile away, and I would assume that is where they went off to. But I don't believe that's where the Nightstone is.
Bat
And
caves,
the-
you
Oh,
say?
the-
Do they drip by any chance?
Do they what?
Do they drip by any chance, or is Batcave new to us?
Yes. Some call it in the area the Dripping Caves.
Cool.
I'm very worried about what these drip with now, friends.
Oh no.
Sounds like
Wando.
bats.
Right, as long as it's not billionaire orphans, then I think we're fine.
Is Ignar in this building yet?
I don't know. Are you in the building yet?
Where are you?
I
Looking for
was
beer,
here.
probably.
Oh, you went on top of me.
Oh yeah,
No,
you're.
I think it's the other way around.
Kyros fell into Ignar's arms.
So you'll see the three of them kind of go, well, it's dripping just there's many stalactites, many stalagmites. There's constantly minerals running through this cave, but we still do not go there for those such minerals, though we may want to. There are many goblins and orcs.
Well, we're pretty
About.
good at goblins.
We haven't touched orcs yet, though.
I have a feeling that they'll be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Still small.
But they're going to then kind of look to each other and say, but since you're already offering to help us out with both, we can let you know the Nightstone was purposefully uprooted. The first one that
What?
spoke stepped forward. She's going to say, I personally believe that is why the attack rained down upon us. You see, this giant castle filled with rocks and clouds and thunder and electricity passed over Nightstone and rained fire and rocks down upon us. And 4 pale giants descended from such castle. They came and they uprooted the Nightstone and flew it up, and the castle left soon thereafter, drifting eastward.
Right, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah.
by any chance look like him? And I point at Runt.
See her eyes flick at him, and she nods.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was probably Huey, Dewey, Louie, and John.
And John?
Right, no, I hear that John is a very.
We had to add a
quiet
fourth for
Well, John's
copyright
brutal,
reasons.
don't get on
Yeah,
John's bad
lesser
side.
known one, yes.
I suppose Huey, Dewey, Louie, and John is better than Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Pooey.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
John's brutal though. Don't get on John's bad side. He's a monster.
I don't know. I don't like the sound of this, John.
Yeah.
They call me.
No, yeah, no, that's my old clan.
Right,
Yeah,
well, listen,
it kinda suck.
I think that we can get back your Nightstone, but you have to understand that our new priority has to be stopping this John. He sounds like a menace.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Can we change the name to John now?
Almost
Hi,
says
John.
maybe your
We-
priority, but then remembers what happened the last time he tried to say something under his breath and decided.
Yeah. Maybe don't.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Ru-
we're that happy that retcons the big bad's name to John.
Yeah, I can't wait until we get to the big cloud giant finale, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
John.
John.
Ooh,
Oh.
John. I like that spelling.
John.
That's good. So Runt says, well, it's part of my duty to help right the wrongs of my old clan and the atrocities they commit. But I gotta be honest, I don't think I'll get your Nightstone back. It's on the fortress. It's probably gone. I'm sorry.
The fortress. You're not that fortress, are you?
Yeah, no, yeah, I was like born there, and yeah, that thing's pretty impenetrable. Not to mention flying. I don't see you guys flying around.
After Runt says that,
No, the
Kyros
DM
runs
wouldn't
over
let
like,
me.
wait, you're serious? We're probably never gonna get it off that fortress.
Well, not until we level up a bit. Now, No, it's
Didn't we level up from crossing the bridge?
yeah.
To level 2.1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that fortress is impenetrable. It's practically a death sentence to try to board it, especially for small folk. And I've been banished. I can never go back.
We can't give up at that, can we?
Well, I'm good. I'm
That's
sorry.
We've
Satyr.
traversed.
But I'm
I
happy to
do.
help you
We've
get your people
defeated
back.
goblins. We've traversed a bridge. We could do anything.
We've defeated 4 goblins. So,
I hear that the best thing about this castle is that there are no bridges to get to it, so that's already half the job done.
That's very true, yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
ale though?
sure,
Well,
yes, yep, there's ale everywhere in that
stairs.
castle.
Absolutely.
The important
yes, of
question: are
course.
there stairs?
Oh,
Oh,
the stairs on the fortress are very sturdy, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah,
You see
but I
one
mean,
of the
if you
guards-
got
Oh yeah, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say that yeah, if I wouldn't unless you guys really pump some iron, I wouldn't I'm not gonna go anywhere near that fortress anytime soon, guys, but we can help these people. We can still get them back.
So this person is going to step forward, and they're definitely going to kind of agree with that statement. They're going to be they say, well, while we do appreciate that, I would say that that is our number one priority. All of our families, all of our loved ones, they fled. We just want to know if they're okay. Is there anyone left alive in the village?
And that number 2 priority is to get that Nightstone back, right?
She's gonna flick her eyes towards you and be like, well, I would say number 2 is getting them back. Number 1 would be finding them and rescuing them.
Right.
Number two-
Okay,
We're
all right. I
all-
was trying to
we're
lump all that
What
into
about
one.
number 3 then?
We're all fully on board with the most important thing being getting your family back, right?
He is immediately flustered. She thought she was gonna like have her main character moment, and she's just kind of gonna back up. But
Oh, no.
really, like she was gonna have her moment, but she's like no, and then kind of rescinds it back to Alara, who was the first one. She's gonna go numbers aside. I believe we all agree that the most important thing is to find and rescue. She looks back into the one that had stepped forward. The villagers. You have agreed to help us with that, yes?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yep.
Of course, a worthy quest.
Sure.
yeah. We have to right the
100%,
wrongs of
Yeah,
people.
99%, 100%.
Why not?
87.
Going
A solid
to take
87.
a chance, and she's going to step forward. She puffs her chest out a little bit more, sets her shoulders. She's going to say, well, I will say that is what the late Lady Nandar would have wanted. So I believe that she would have opened up this keep to you, and allow you to explore and see if there is anything that can aid you on this quest. But I will say, in the lady's personal effects, there is a chest. Please do not touch that chest. But anything else in the keep that you may find, you may use.
Guys, the chest it's got beer in it. The chest is beer.
Yep. 100%.
100% chance everyone's gonna look
Absolutely.
inside that chest.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no.
Hey, also, wait, do I have to roll to see if Runt would realize that it would be insensitive and ironic to bury the Queen Nandar lady under a rock?
Yeah,
Y'all can't see it.
Give it inside
Y'all
check.
can't see it, but my jaw hit the floor.
Do I have to roll to realize that, or?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stop you if you
Intelligence
don't.
check.
Oh, what?
Intelligence, I would say.
Oh no.
That's
a 3.
Guys,
That's a 3.
please, I have high wisdom. Let me stop him, please.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Ron starts going for a rock.
There's a rock right where Kyros is. There's a
Yeah.
rock right here.
I have an
Well-
unusually high wisdom.
I'm
Please, I will help too.
Ron, here's the thing. I actually don't. I offered already, and they said that that's not their priority right now. Please
Oh,
don't
no?
crush her more.
That's number 4. That's number
you sure?
4.
Once Runt
Right.
picks up the rock, they're all like, "What is happening?" And they start like coming back, and like surrounding the body of the lady.
I'm sorry,
Like-
please. He
Runt,
does not
put down the
understand
rock.
what he's saying.
If you move out of the way, he won't smash you with it, probably.
No, right. In response to Skola, Runt's like, "Are you sure? It'd be nice."
60-40 chance.
It's really not the sensitive move that I think you think it is. So
No?
we are gonna do a bit
The
of
one
work
in the-
on our funeral etiquette before we continue anymore, right?
Okay, that sounds good. He puts it back
Yeah.
down. I trust
The
you,
garden
Skola. You're my
back-
best friend.
Aw, thanks, Grant. You're probably the closest thing I have to a friend to.
Aww.
The guard in the back is going to be like, huh, yeah, we do not want her to go under a rock, seeing as we spent an entire day getting her out from underneath one.
Want to go on top of a rock?
Absolutely not. We want nothing to do with rocks.
Okay.
I love
So,
rocks.
I mean,
were you gonna give her a
technically you're
two-
on a rock right now, but
Is she giving her? Are you giving her a tombstone?
Again, we haven't even begun to think of such things. We were trying to figure out how we were going to save our friends.
and that's
Right,
what we're gonna do because I heard that we've got some really cool stuff to look for in this keep,
Yeah.
right?
Just
Oh.
give
Yes,
us
we
about
shall.
an hour to cross the bridge, and then we'll get right on it.
Right. How many days' journey would you say the dripping caves are away from here?
Just about a mile, says Alara, the first one, who is kind of
Okay.
starting to take a
Right.
leadership role. Just a
Alright.
mile.
So knowing us, it'll take about 3 weeks.
We've got
Perfect.
severe
Which
ADHD
translates-
as a group.
Which translates to 20 sessions.
Yeah.
We'll find our way there eventually. Don't
Join
you
us
worry.
in 2022 when we finally make it to the dripping
We
cave.
Right.
make it
I,
to
We're
plot
level
point
20.
two.
on my honor
my
as a
God.
satyr and grove dancer of Nylia, I tell you, give us 1 year and we'll return your family to you. Maybe sooner.
Maybe. We
No.
can't guarantee
No
that.
promises.
If you give me some beer, I can
There you
get
go.
better.
Then maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want them alive?
I thought.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Right,
No.
as soon as Skola says that, Skola says, right, well, look for anything that you need. I'm going to head over to the church. Come find me in there when you're ready to head out.
So
Hope you don't find
Skola's
any
intending
goblins
to
there.
leave? Is Skola intending to leave? Like leave?
Yeah. Oh no, tell me
Okay,
there's not goblins in more rooms.
Alara's gonna be like, wait. I had meant to say after you run through the keep, we have some spare beds. You
Oh.
look like
yeah.
you've been wary of your travels.
Mm.
You may be we will permit you to sleep here.
Yeah, we're at a
Like
spell
you.
slot.
Oops.
At
Great,
this point, we're
thank you.
mostly useless.
So Ignar approaches and offers a flagon and says, "You guys look like you need this."
The guy in the back,
What?
the other
Is the
three,
flagon empty?
No,
Okay.
the other
the one I found.
the front three are gonna kind of look aghast, and the guy in the back is totally like, "You are a true adventurer and a true hero," and it's gonna take.
Oh my God.
And
This is
yeah,
amazing.
bad.
That was a great moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. This has been Plague Pals Plays D&D.
That's it. We peaked.
Join us next week when we do another Uber Eats DoorDash with different bottles of beer to different guards.
It's just the mission now, delivering
so-
beer.
What
my
Carl
God.
Strauss beer did you just give them, Greg?
Now, here's the crappy part.
Red trolley.
Ignar is like, "So since I gave you that, can I get something in trade now?"
Oh.
My God.
Would that be persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong one. Sorry.
Wrong P.
We are the PP pals.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's what we
Oh.
want.
This is going to be a little less snippy but the main person is going to say, I already offered, but then the person who took the beer is going to be like, as we said, anything in the keep except the chest and except whatever's on the lady is all yours.
Is there beer in the keep?
You were already in the kitchen. Was there any beer in there?
I can report there was not.
Maybe you should check again, Ignar, just in case you missed it.
Ignar runs away gleefully to the kitchen.
Is there like a brewer somewhere in town?
Yes. Is there?
Kyros starts going up the stairs to see what's on the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go up to the second. Let's head up.
If you run into the kitchen, it's going to be very easy to see that everything is just decimated up there. There's nothing in that kitchen. So there are stairs. Are Skola and Runt also joining us up the stairs?
I'm not.
So.
I actually am still, I think, gonna head back to the church.
But even though we could rest here?
Skola doesn't sleep in beds, the thing.
Okay.
I think
The only time Ambrose sleeps in a bed is at the foot of Kyros's.
Good kitty.
I think I am first going to go over, maybe not speak to the guards because I'm an awkward little tree person. But I do think I'm gonna try and, like, I don't know, say a little last rite over the body.
Okay. They're very on edge with you being close to the body, but they're allowing it.
Great.
What is this deer tree doing over Our Lady?
I think Runt, remembering the effects he has on stairs, is gonna check out this tower building where it looks like he might fit.
Okay.
Ignar
So
kind of wants to
there.
go with you.
Where was Ignar? Sorry.
I want to go with him.
Okay. So Ignar and Runt, you guys are in there. You'll see this is like a den. This room is 2 levels, so you can see up into the second level, which is where that ladder leads.
Yeah, that's
The lower level is a den. It's decorated with overstuffed chairs and bearskin rugs. The walls are adorned with decorative weapons and shields and mounted heads of wild animals. It's a decorative wooden ladder that leads to a 20-foot high circular balcony.
So, Ignar's like, I think I'm light enough to get up there, and proceeds up the ladder.
Sure.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
Please don't die.
Yeah. 12 is gonna make it. You're fine. You can scuttle up there. You see that this upper level is a library, and its walls are lined with bookshelves.
Ignar now is also at eye level with Runt.
So you can see that while the lower level has a very masculine vibe, this upper level has more of a feminine kind of atmosphere to it. There's collections of books on philosophy and nature and poetry. You guys can both get the sense that this area has great sentimental value to the Nandars, but there's nothing like particularly valuable found here.
Is there anything on cloud giant magic by chance? Because I'm not very good at it.
Let me see. Is that investigation? I guess.
Yeah.
Perusing the books.
Oh, that was so close to being a 20 on the screen.
Should I roll as well?
If there is, you can't see it. Well, you're not up in the
He
library.
is eye level though.
I mean, am I tall enough to just look?
Yeah,
The
you can
3D
look.
dice and roll 20, landed on a 20, and then rolled over to the 2.
Yeah, I was gypped.
Never mind.
That's
fine.
No, you guys can make up. There's kind of a section on like romance novels, but other than that,
Ooh.
not really.
Runt discreetly, but like not discreetly, begins to pull some romance novels down.
Oh my
So
gosh.
Ignar turns to see a giant gently plucking tiny little romance novel books out of the wall. We go then to Kyros, Xinix, and Ambrose. How are you
I'm writing down
proceeding?
my sheet.
I'm gonna give an investigation check of the area, I guess.
I mean, the
Okay.
second that Kyros gets up there, he casts a thaumaturgy to try to open any door that's able to open.
Yeah, the doors are not locked up here at all.
Cool.
All right.
Hang on. Do I open all? Can I open all of them, or do I open just one?
You have to do one by one.
I think so too, and I can only do this
Yeah.
3 times. So, how many doors are there up here? 4?
Or 3. Yeah, 4.
Well, I cast it
No,
once,
you can't get into this area from there, so there's only 3. Or
but it
there's
looks like
4.
there's yeah.
Or 4. Yeah, sorry.
So I mean,
Okay.
I cast thaumaturgy. Which one opens? Do I get to
I'll say-
choose?
Yeah, choose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Whichever
say-
door you opened is my investigation check.
Let's say this one, because it's the closest one to the top of the stairs.
So you'll see, this room is the only of the 3 bedchambers to have survived this cloud giant's attack. Tapestries and oil lamps are mounted on the walls, and wolfskin rugs cover the wooden floor, like completely cover. The room's centerpiece is a large bed. Its ornate headboard is sculpted with images of roses and foxes. 4 wardrobes stand against the walls. Each contains a season's worth of women's clothing, all in the latest fashion of Waterdeep. And they're kind of like open, so it's not like it's like a display of these wardrobes. And at the foot of the bed is an unlocked wooden chest. Mounted above the door is a longsword.
You want the sword? I'll go for the chest if you want the sword, Ambrose.
I'll take the sword. Why not?
Great.
But you shouldn't. You should just leave the chest. It's not worth it.
Are you sure?
I mean, I am interested in the chest, of course, but I don't want to cause any more problems here.
Oh, is this the chest they're talking about?
Yeah.
Is this?
Oh. Fine. We'll go to another door, I guess.
We already checked that's partially destroyed on the top left.
Top left. Let's see. Yeah. So as you enter there, you can kind of see that again. It's just completely There's like remnants, have like half a bed, but everything else has been slammed and has also fallen down into that kitchen area. So not only was it the rock and the keep falling, but it was all of the furniture and everything inside this room that completely decimated that kitchen.
Oh, well, then I'm just meandering about as I watch people do stuff.
Does Kyros? Can Kyros walk out at the same time that Xinix walks out of that room?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll say
Did you
that.
find anything in there?
But me, sorry, what?
Yeah. Did you find anything in there, Xinix?
I found inspiration for a new tune.
So that's a no. Kyros goes through this south door.
Again, completely decimated.
Shit. Sorry.
Great.
Swung around the new longsword just for fun.
You playing with your longsword over there?
Oh, you got to test it out.
Yeah.
Seeing nothing, Kyros goes for the north door.
And you see it's just kind of like a balcony.
Great. Cool. I'm glad they said that there was a lot of cool stuff for us to take in this keep.
Oh.
He goes for the stairs to the 3rd level, I guess.
Oh gosh, I accidentally clicked. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
I accidentally clicked a bookmark and went to Etsy instead of my Roll20 page.
What?
Okay, hold on.
You bought
There.
$5,000 worth of Etsy stuff.
Yeah. Okay, where were you going, Kyros?
up this set of stairs.
So
guess.
that'll get you to the top level of the keep. You don't really see much up there at all. Falling rocks have caused sections of the roof to collapse, but a flag waves in the breeze atop a 30-foot high wooden flagpole that rises from the northeast corner. The flag has a stylized head of a golden fox with a rose clenched in its teeth on a purple background. And with that, we are calling it an evening for today. We have been starting late, so I guess we're trying to keep it at 2 hours.
All right.
So, is there any little bookmarking everyone would want to do? Do we want to try to say after this investigation, are you guys all trying to find a centralized place to sleep? Or
So?
Well,
Yeah.
Kyros was about to go back down to the first floor and yell at them, being like, "You said there was stuff in here for us, and there's nothing here except for the chests."
Kyros, just come. It's fine. Just
You got the sword.
I can give you the sword. Do you
I don't
want
want the
I don't even
sword.
care.
I don't want the sword. I am not I'm not that type of person.
Kyros, just it's fine.
the Alara, the main kind of guard, is going to be like, well, there's many books, and Lady Nandar always had the top fashions, so I thought it would mean something to travelers. I don't know.
The dresses are beautiful, yes, and I'm sure the books are great reads, but they don't sell on the you-know-what.
That night, Runt falls asleep to one of the romance novels that he's reading by the light of dancing lights. Cantrip.
Incredible. I think Skola's gonna sleep in the outside the church.
Yeah, or the church, or like, are you? Because we'll have to like get you back over the bridge and everything, and it's
take another hour.
I can jump the bridge.
Oh, yeah, you can jump, so it would be very easy.
I'm the only one who that's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can.
I don't know. I
easily
think it's not a problem for Runt.
I think Runt can just step over the gap.
We can very easily say you're back at the church.
Great.
Ambrose might be able to make that distance.
Go ahead, and if you will, move your token on over there so I can remember that you're at the church when we start next week. But yeah, so everyone is settling down for a nice long rest. It's the first time you all have rested since meeting each other, since murdering goblins and such. But yeah.
Kyros will definitely be sleeping in the very fancy bed with the chest that he can't open at the foot of it.
Is he tempted? Does he try to open it?
No.
Okay.
The only reason he doesn't is because Ambrose told him not to.
Which one is the church? Is that this one here?
It is
This
5.
one.
Label.
We're here on it.
Can't see the labels. Yeah, it's this one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
So-
know if I
Let it
want
be
to
known that
sleep in a
I did write.
cemetery.
Cemetery.
You're just near the cemetery.
By a little
Interesting.
gravestone on a pig. All right, guys. Laura, do you have anything else you would like to add?
No, we are our newly found adventuring team. Our newly found adventuring party settles down for their first night's rest.
Nice. Awesome job, guys. I have some funny notes.
Uh-oh.
There are just a
I
couple
did
things.
write romance novels. Romance novels are on my character sheet. I have them.
Okay, got it. Noted. Just before we end, I'd like to do a huge thank you to two-time donator Screaming Axe,
Oh, wow.
who has given another $50 toward our matching donor nonprofit fundraiser. You are amazing. You are a friend to us. You are a friend to all. You are the hero among heroes.
I wouldn't call us heroes, but
Oh, I wasn't
okay.
talking about you. Don't worry. No. Just kidding. I just wanted to also
Bumbling goblin
mention,
murderers.
I'd like to mention when we update the About page, and I will be updating MetaGGamer's about with his new TikTok that will be focused on D&D minifigures, unboxings, reviews, stats, and backgrounds to the characters. So check that out. And everyone else, thank you so much for joining us on this fantastic journey. And the chat, thank you for being so engaged and awesome. I'm talking to myself too, of course. And I would nice try. I would love to have us sing you out. Are you ready?
So ready.
Heck yes.
I suppose.
Runt, runt, runt.
Jovenoken alle jamben faro, Janketen marela, Jon patris manto, paradam, yam yam yam, Bruno.